Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing well. Myself Pooja and you watching me on UPSC with Pooja. So today's video is going to be a 6-month strategy for the UPSC CSE 2022. So in this 6 months, what you have to do, I have make a total chart for the 6-month strategy. If you are a beginner and you have not started your preparation and you want to give your first attempt in 2022, then you can follow this strategy. But I am here telling you that this strategy is going to be only for the prelims, not for the main syllabus. This strategy can be applicable for two type of aspirants. Those who have already completed their main syllabus and optional syllabus, they can also do this syllabus or do this strategy. But definitely if you are a beginner, you can also follow this strategy, because in these 6 months you cannot complete your optional paper, mains preparation, also prelims preparation. That will be a hectic schedule. So this is totally my strategy, or you can say my personalized strategy. If you want to follow this, or if you can relate yourself with this strategy, definitely you can follow. But if you ask me, I will tell you that don't follow it blindly. You can make your own strategy according to your own strength and weaknesses. Today is 21st November. So here in the month of November you will get only 10 days. So for the first time, if you are a beginner, you have not gone through the syllabus properly, if you have not gone through the book list properly or the toppers video, so these 10 days will be I would definitely recommend you should give these 10 days for the syllabus analysis. Make a shortlisted book list, that is one book for one subject, not more than that, because in these 6 months you have to cover at least 7 to 8 standard subjects, standard books. You can say this is totally my personalized strategy, because in the last attempt in 2020 I have not given the 2021 attempt. In the 2020 attempt I have not cleared the prelims just because of the CSAT paper. In the 2020 attempt I have almost, you can say, neglected the CSAT paper. I just only give 5 mock tests and 5 previous year questions, and for me I think that was not sufficient. So it's depend on the person to person. If you are a person who feel that you are poor in CSAT, then I will highly recommend you give 6 months for the prelims preparations, because in my last attempt in 2020 I have given only 3 months, but I could not clear the prelims in the CSAT paper. But in the GS paper my marks was quite good. But I think for me my mains preparation and optional preparation is quite good now, but for the prelims preparation I am not so much confident enough. So I have decided to start my prelims preparation in the month of December. So first, if you are a beginner, you can utilize these 10 days for the syllabus analysis, resource choosing and making a strategy for your own. So this is a generalistic strategy, or you can say this is my strategy. You can watch this video, you can take some idea from this video, but then you have to make your own strategy. So here I want to share one thing with all of you, that if you are searching for a syllabus, you can say for the prelims, a proper syllabus which will help you to understand that whether every topic is already completed or not. So definitely for that reason I am sharing my own syllabus. So here you can see this is the total prelim syllabus. Here you can see the prelim syllabus. I have bought this prelim syllabus chart from a website called www.booknet.in. Here you can see they have given each and every topic with their subtopic and also the chapter's name also. Here you can see each and every subject they have given with their chapters of ancient and medieval history, art and culture, geography, polity, economy, modern history, science and technology, each and every subject with their topic, subtopic and obviously the chapter name also. So this is the best way to complete your prelim syllabus, I believe. First you have to paste this chart on your wall, and then you have to complete one topic or one chapter, and you have to give a tick mark on that topic, and I think that would be the best way to complete each and every topic of prelims. And I hope this chart will definitely helpful for all of you. Here you can see I have bought this from the website called www.booknet.in. I will give the link in my description below and also in the pinned comment. You can go and check it out from their website. Definitely you can buy. Now here come to the main part of this video, that is from December to May, 6 months for the prelims preparation, because our exam is on the 5th June. So now come to the December month. Start with the ancient and medieval history, because from in the syllabus here you can see the first start with the ancient and medieval history. So for me also less number of questions are come in the ancient and medieval history and art and culture. So first you have to complete these 2 subjects in the first month, so that you can give the rest of the time for the important subjects. That means the output and the input ratio are good from those subjects, right? So for the first month, in the month of December, ancient and medieval history and art and culture. So for that, what I have given here, 5 days per week, that means 5 days per week and 6 hours daily, and 2 hours for the current affairs. For which month of current affairs? May and June 2021 current affairs, because if I am assuming that you are a beginner, you have not studied your current affairs before, so first you have to start with the basic current affairs, or you can say the first month of current affairs. At least 12 months of current affairs is needed for the prelims, at least. So you have to start from the May 2021, and in the month of December you have to complete two monthly compilation of Vision IAS, May and June, with the 5 days for the GS paper, that is Ancient and Medieval and Art and Culture, and 6 hours for the GS paper and 2 hours for the current affairs. So after completing this, you have left with the 2 days in a week, that is for the Saturday and Sunday. On these 2 days you can cover the CSAT previous year question papers and the CSAT mock test. So this is totally my strategy, you can say, because as I have already failed in the CSAT paper, so that's why I will give 6 months properly for the CSAT, and in a week I will give 5 days for the GS and 2 days for the CSAT. Those who are facing the same kind of problem, you can follow this type of strategy. But if you are good enough in the math, reasoning or English comprehension, you can definitely give dedicated preparation for the GS only. Then come to the month of January, and obviously in the month of December you have to give at least 4 mock tests from the Ancient, Medieval and Art and Culture, right? At least 4 mock tests for the GS paper, like for Ancient and Medieval 2 mock tests and Art and Culture 2 mock tests. So if you are asking me, ma'am, which mock test is good, according to me, I am personally following Vision IAS mock test, Vision IAS current affairs, and for the source of Ancient and Medieval I am following Poonam Dalal Dhaiya short notes which I have made, and Art and Culture short notes from Nitin Singhania book which I have personally made. So now come to the January month. In the month of January, where I have given you only one subject, that is for Modern History and Freedom Struggle from the Spectrum book, that is Rajiv Ahid sir book. So after completing the Modern History, you have to give mock test of Modern History, at least 4 mock tests. At least 4 mock tests you have to give, 2 from the Modern section and 2 from the Freedom Struggle, and previous year questions. Here I will definitely highly recommend you to solve the previous year questions of each and every subject with the mock papers. First you have to solve the previous year questions, then you can understand that which type of questions are asking in the actual prelims. Then you have to go for the subject wise mock test, then you have to go for the full mock test. This is totally my strategy, you can follow if you can relate. Then come to the current affairs. In the month of January you have to cover the August and September current affairs. So for the same you have to give 6 hours for GS and 2 hours for current affairs. So the hours is also depend on the person to person, because each and every person is not getting the same amount of hours in the day. Maybe you can give only 6 hours, maybe you can give 8 hours, maybe you can give 10 hours. It's totally depend on you. And Saturday and Sunday CSAT mock test and previous year. So in the each and every month I have given Saturday and Sunday for CSAT mock test solving and also the previous year questions solving. Then come to the February month. In the month of February you have to increase the number of mock tests, that is from 7 to 8 mock tests at least, because our prelims is approaching, so we have to increase the number of mock tests. Indian polity, because Indian polity Lakshmikant book is quite bulky, so it will take at least 1 month to cover each and everything. At least 70% you have to cover. If you are a beginner, if you have not studied this book before, so at least you have to cover 70% important chapters from Lakshmikant, which are very important from the prelims point of view. So for that, first you have to solve the previous year questions. You have to check the previous year questions, that which type of questions are asking in the from the polity section, and also the current affairs October and November. So the strategy will be same, 6 hours plus 2 hours. If you want to increase your hours, definitely you can. This is the 5-day strategy, and for the 2 days CSAT preparation, previous year and mock test. And in this month you have to cover the subject wise mock test and also the CSAT full mock test and GS mock test. So on an average you have to give 7 to 8 mock test. Then come to the month of March. In the month of March you have to also give the 7 to 8 mock test. Like Indian economy, you have to cover the Indian economy. So here you can see the conceptual clarity of Indian economy is very much needed. For that you can refer one NCERT, that is macroeconomic NCERT, which will clear your concept, or otherwise you can follow any type of standard books. I personally follow Sridham IAS Black economy standard books. And for the factual one you can follow current affairs, economic survey and budget. So for the current affairs, or you can say for the current updates, you can follow these 3 sources for the economy. Only for the conceptual part like fiscal policy, monetary policy, national income accounting, GDP, NNP, this kind of concept you have to clear from the Indian economy macroeconomic NCERT or any standard books. Then current affairs, December and January revision. Then previous year question, mock test. So for that you have to give 5 days and 6 hours plus 2 hours policy. And for the Saturday and Sunday, CSAT full mock test. So in the first 3 months you have to give CSAT subject wise mock test, like for the comprehension separate, for math separate, reasoning separate. But in the month of March you have to give full mock test for the GS and CSAT also. So in the month of March you have to give at least 7 to 8 mock test. This is the minimum number which I am telling. If you want to increase the number, definitely you can. Then come to the April. In the month of April you have to increase the number of mocks, 8 to 10 mock test, at least 2 to 3 mock test per week. That means 8 to 10 mock test, right? So in the month of April you have to complete the geography and environment. For the geography you can refer only 4 NCERTs of class 11th and 12th and with the atlas and current affairs. So 4 NCERTs and environment, so it is totally depend on you. Few people follow Shankar IAS environment book, few people follow Vision IAS notes. It's totally depend on you. I personally followed both books and make my own notes, short notes of handwritten. So I have made my own environment and geography notes. So I will follow, I will revise those notes. But definitely if you have not gone through any kind of material before, I will highly recommend you. You can follow either any one source, either Shankar IAS or Vision IAS. With the previous year questions, MCQ and current affairs, February and March. So you have to revise the February and March current affairs in the month of April, and the policy would be 6 plus 2. You can definitely increase or decrease the hours, and it is the 5 days per week and 2 days for the CSAT and GS full mock test. Saturday and Sunday would be dedicatedly for the mock test for the GS and CSAT, right? And in the month of May you have to decrease the number of mock tests, that is 4 to 5 mock tests, because in the last month you have to give more time for the revision, not for the mock test. So you have to increase the number of mock test in the February, March and April, but you have to decrease the number of mock test in the May, because in the last month I will highly recommend you to give the more, you have to dedicate the more hours for the revision purpose, right? So current affairs, May current affairs you have to cover, sorry, it is not May, it is April. It is April, because exam will be on 5th June. So you can study the current affairs till April, like May 2021 to April 2022, right? So it would be current affairs April 2022 you have to revise, and revision of last 12 months which you have already studied from the December itself. So May 2021 to April 2022 you have to revise all the current affairs, or you can say short notes which you have made, because it's quite bulky, or it's quite difficult to revise all the monthly compilation at the end of the year. So I will highly recommend you, either you have to highlight in the magazine or you have to make your short notes according to your convenience. And for the GS paper, important subjects here I have written down. That means you can say the number of importance to the subject, like polity, economy, environment and science and technology. So here I have not given science and technology separately, because the current affairs will automatically cover science and technology from the monthly compilation. So but definitely number of questions from the science and technology are increasing nowadays. So definitely you have to give a dedicated study for the science and technology, and these 4 subjects are the most important subjects, or you can say covers most area, like polity at least 20%, economy at least 20%, environment 20%, science and technology 10 to 12%. So these 4 subjects will cover at least 70 to 75% of your paper. And then come to the modern history, geography, ancient medieval and art and culture. So after completing these 4 subjects, you have to choose any 2 subjects like geography and modern history. If you want to revise, you can. After completing this 6 subjects, you have to cover at least, you have already covered 90%, or you can say, because only 10 questions, maximum 10 questions will come from the ancient medieval and art and culture, maximum 10 questions, not more than that. So definitely if you are not interested enough in art and culture or ancient medieval, you can skip, because the number of questions are very less and the standard of the questions is very high. Those who have optional paper in history, they feel comfortable, but those who are not interested enough, or those who feel that this subject is quite difficult for them, you can skip this part for the prelims only, because for the prelims number of questions are less, so output input ratio matters here. So definitely I will highly recommend you first concentrate on those subjects which are which gave more weightage in the prelims. So first revise those subjects and then come to the less important subject, right? So this is the total strategy. And the mock test, which you have to give 4 to 5 mock test, full mock test in the first week of May, right? First week, only first week of May, because in the rest of the 3 weeks to only revision of 5 to 6 times of revision of GS and CSAT also, which you have revised, or which mock test you have given, those explanations you have to revise properly, thoroughly. Those questions which you have gone through get wrong in the mock test, you have to focus on those area also. And definitely I will highly recommend you last 3 weeks, or you can say last 4 weeks, you have to dedicatedly give for the revision purpose, not for the mock test, right? So you have to complete all the mock test in the first week of May. So this is totally a 6-month strategy of myself. I will follow this strategy for 2020 attempt, 2022 attempt. I hope after following this strategy I will clear the prelims, because last year in 2020 my problem was in the CSAT paper. So I have given the 6 months for the CSAT so that I can recover it from basic, or you can say from the scratch. So I hope this video will helpful for all of you, those who are facing the same kind of problem, or those who are beginner, you want to start your preparation, you want to give your first attempt in 2022. So I hope this video will helpful for them. So if you feel that this video is beneficial for you, then give it a like, share and subscribe to my channel. So take care, bye.